Hey guys, it's Sophia and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to build a modern RV home. So shout out down below to Clev who requested that I do this video. I hope you enjoy it and it's what you were kind of asking for. I have done a video similar to this before when I did my converted Airstream house, which you can see over here. Just a very cute little permanent house that you can build. So I will link that in the description below, but let's get started on the RV. So the color palette for our RV today will be the white concrete block for the main one because it's kind of like a smooth metal look, and then also red and orange concrete to kind of do a art pattern. You could do whatever color scheme you like. Maybe you want a pink RV with purple and blue patterns on the side. It's really up to you. But what you want to be doing is building one block high, and then you want to be doing this 19 blocks long, and then you want to do 6 blocks wide in total, and then just join this all up to make a giant rectangle. Then at the front of the RV, just remove the corner blocks. So I've got the dimensions on screen for you now, and then we will go on and continue the rest. So just before the front here, you want to be going 3 blocks high, and then we will continue along down the end, just trying to make like a big kind of like 3D rectangle now. This will form the base of our walls, which I will fill in a second. So I will fill these in now. There we go. And we'll get started on a few more of the details. So the front of the RV here, you want to go 2 blocks wide with glass, and this forms our front window. And then we're going to remove these 2 blocks here, do some upside down staircases, and then along the side as well. These staircases that are upside down along the side are kind of forming the little wheel arches for our RV, and also a little staircase to do our entryway door. We'll also put 2 upside staircases at the back of the RV just to give a nice kind of like smooth area at the back. You also want to go 5 blocks long at the back with upside down quartz staircases as well, and this makes space for another 2 wheels on either side. Now at the front here on this side, you just want a little bit different because you don't have that staircase up into the RV. And now we're just going to space our wheels evenly apart. I'm using the black wool to do the wheels because I kind of like the texture. It's a little bit like a rubber texture, not as smooth or bumpy looking as some other blocks. Now we're going to focus on the roof of the RV, and I'm just going to do the trimming here with the quartz slab all the way around. And then we will go 1 block higher and do another layer of quartz slab. Now RVs are really quite rectangular and cubey in shape, so this is going to look a little bit plain, which is why you do want to be doing as many little details as you can. Just things like this little kind of gradual raised roof and the wheel arches and stuff like that will really add a lot to your RV. The next thing we're going to do is add some not upside down, but some iron trapdoors along the bottom here. This just again adds another little bit of detail to our RV. And we're going to do this all the way along on both sides. Now you can see it's starting to come together a bit now, so we will go in and do a few more details. So you want to grab some item frames, and I'm just using the polished andesite in the middle of these just to give a kind of little wheel rim effect going on. You can use whatever block that you prefer. I just think the polished andesite is kind of like a smooth metal. The iron block could also work really well though. And the next thing we're going to do is add our color pattern. So we're going to just try and go in this wavy up the side of the RV shape. You could do whatever you like. Maybe you want a little bit of a girlier RV, so you might do flower patterns on the side, or maybe you want it all colored and you don't want several patterns. I'm just trying to go for that stereotypical multi-pattern color kind of design that you see on RVs. So I'm doing like this stripe of red and then this little patch of orange over at the front here. And then we're just going to repeat the exact same pattern on the other side. If you want to line it up, instead of popping over a lot, you can just remove the blocks and see how it matches up. So you can peer through to the other side and see where the other pattern stops and starts. But because we do not have the door on this side of the RV, we will actually continue the red on a little bit further. Now the next thing we're going to do is add a few more details. We're going to add some windows along the side. Now you don't want windows the whole way along, you kind of want a window here, a little window there. What I'm going to do though is my window colors will match up with the pattern color. If you've ever been on public buses which have the ads on the side, or even trains, they're like the same color as the ad. It's like the pictures on the window shading. So I'm actually going to match the color up with the matching pattern like in the same area. You can use clear glass if you like, but I think the matching the color thing looks really cool. And it just makes your transition a little bit more smooth. But you can see kind of the windows blend in really well now. They're not too much and they don't stand out a lot. We'll now get rid of those materials and do some lights at the front here, just item frames and some yellow glass. We'll use the pillar quartz block here to add a kind of grille to the front of our RV. Now you want to grab the iron bars and put 2 blocks there, and this kind of makes your side mirrors. And then at the back we're going to do some more item frames, and these kind of form your reverse car lights. So we're going to have 2 red glass block lights. And this is for your nighttime driving light and also your brake light. And then a little bit higher we're going to have orange, or you could do yellow, and this will be your indicator light. Now you can also add a little license plate to the back of your RV. I just skipped on doing it today, but I'm just showing at the front here. You can also do one here as well. So I'm going to add a little, just silly one saying, "Hey Sophia's cool RV." Very lame, I know. But just for effect today, I will do that. And I've just centered it there. Now this is pretty much the base of your RV. There's a few more little things that you can do for it. So the next thing I'm going to do is do a carpet to make a little shade sail. So I'm not going to do too much detail into this. I'm more just showing you what you can do. So sometimes RVs have little attachments that like stick out so you can pull shade sails out. So I'm just using some string here to do a base. Now if you wanted to make it look like it was coming out of the actual RV wall, maybe use some levers that are facing upwards to act like little poles that are kind of holding it up. Or you could even make some like quartz blocks and then have the carpet coming off the quartz blocks that are lined up along the RV. It's really up to you. I'm more just showing the effect here. I think the grey is quite nice because it just is a little bit more plain compared to the orange and the red in the RV. So it kind of contrasts really quite well. And I've just used string underneath to like support the carpet, but you can use barrier blocks as well. But I have finished off my RV now. I've put a little seat outside for just fun. Here's the door and we will go inside. So this is the inside of my RV. Now you can see that you can fit quite a lot in here. So my little driving console I just did with some upside down stone brick, and then I made this kind of little seat. wheel area. Now I have a dining area here with some curtains over the windows, which I just used banners. Just some quartz chairs and made a kind of little slide-in seating sections because they're really quite functional. I have done bunk beds for my beds to save on a lot of space in the RV. And I've also got a fully functional kitchen here with a stove, a kitchen, and a fridge as well, some carpet. And right down the end here, I have a bathroom in its own little room. Now, you can design the inside however you like, but I've tried to keep mine functional in a creative, realistic way. But you could always have the bathroom and then have if it's just you and the RV, you can have just a single bed, and then you could have chests, and you could have like brewing stands and lots of different things to make it a more PvE style RV. Now, I did use a beacon for my light, and for a final finishing detail, we're going to use some of the nether bricks slabs there just to make some little kind of like air vent type of details on top. But there you go. So there is how to build a really cool, simple and easy RV in Minecraft. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Comment down below, and like always guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Bye.